Hey everybody, Sister Colton here, and I'm just making a quick video to plead with you. Please, there are two things that I'm going to ask you to really try to do that will help you in this class. The first thing is to watch my weekly videos. If it's at least just to watch me go through the application activity, lots of times if you'll watch that, I talk about common errors that students make and that I've had in the past. And if you'll watch those videos, it will stop you from possibly making any mistakes and getting points taken off. So please, please, please watch those videos, if only just the application activity explanation, so that you can hear how best to succeed on that assignment. And if you don't like the English tips, you can stop it when I start talking about English tips. Or if that's the part that's helpful, fast forward until that part. But I actually would really love for you to watch the video to see me walk through the details of the application activity. The second thing I'm going to ask you to work really hard to do, feedback. I spend much of my time with this course giving feedback so that you can learn and improve with not only your English but the content, the information. And so when I give that feedback, it doesn't do you any good when it just sits there and isn't read. And so that time is lost or wasted if no one is reading it. And so I have a thing that tracks, and I can tell who is reading my feedback. And sometimes it's really discouraging to see what little amount of feedback is being read. So I'm going to show you how quick and easy it can be to see your feedback. Maybe you don't know how to see it. So I'm going to show you. I'm on as a test student. There's two spots. You could just go to My Grades and click on Grades. And as you scroll through, you'll see I haven't submitted anything, but I did submit a sample assignment. So it shows I submitted a vocabulary quiz part 1. I oftentimes give feedback on those because that's where I can give grammar feedback, and on your application activities. And then sometimes on your reading writing practice quiz or your log, your listening speaking log. Those are the things that are not automatically graded by the computer, and so I go in and individually grade those. So here's the feedback that I gave. Great job on your sentences. Here's some grammar feedback. So I talk about why we do are, because it's a plural, we is plural. Then I have a video each week that I post that gives more examples of those vocabulary words, so you can have even more solid understanding of those vocabulary words. If you don't want to watch that video, at least read my feedback so that on future assignments you can prevent from making some of the same mistakes. And if you're not reading the feedback, you might continue. Maybe you're forgetting to capitalize proper nouns. So every week your assignments are going to have that wrong, and unless you read that feedback and see, oh, I'm supposed to capitalize proper nouns or whatever the feedback may be. So I'm hoping if you read the feedback, it can prevent me from deducting points. If I see that common error happening weekly, I'll start deducting just a couple points or a point if it's spelling errors every week or capitalization. Grammar errors, I usually am not as quick to deduct because I think we're all still learning. So that's where the feedback is. I just went to up here at the top, My Grades, clicked on Grades, and then you can scroll through, and this is where the feedback will show up if you have feedback. The second place you could go if you don't like that view, if you just go to Assignments, you can see through here what score you got on all the assignments you've submitted. Okay, and as you go through there, look, there's feedback because it's in the feedback column. So you could click on there and view the feedback. Here's the rubric and how I score in every criteria, and then there's my feedback. So that's a different place. So you go to assignments. Some things are identified as assignments, and some are identified, if I click on quiz, as quizzes. Okay, so I would recommend highly that you take the time, please, 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 to read the feedback. I think the easiest place is My Grades and then Grades or Assignments. going to those specific assignments and seeing the feedback. And it will, once again, it shows you that there's feedback waiting in that little speech bubble. Okay? So the two things: watch the Monday morning videos that I post each week, at least to hear some tips and some things to not do or make sure that you do for your application activity, since those are worth a good amount of points. And the second thing is read the feedback. Please. I hope that I can help you improve and grow by reading feedback and improving each week. Okay. I hope if you have any questions or concerns, you'd let me know. Thanks, everyone.